跟着 DJ 节奏一起嗨 ，N3，嘿嘿。
时间差不多喽，不要逼我倒数，快回位置上坐好。
所有喜欢台湾篮球、支持台北富邦勇士的朋友们，大家晚安，大家好！欢迎大家在今天3月25号礼拜二的晚上，一起来到勇士的主场来参与我们勇士在本季例行赛的最后一场主场赛事。而在今天我们安排的依旧是我们跟我们的好伙伴台湾大哥大来到合作第6年，携手推出超能战队勇闯未来主题周的第3天，也是最后一天。谢谢大家的莅临。那在赛前的游戏还有赛前的赠品，希望大家都可以好好的伸长一起来参与。再来要跟大家分享是在2楼商品部，我们有许多的新商品，特别是像是我身上的这件，也是我们与知名品牌 BBC 所联名推出的品牌，欢迎大家可以到2楼来选购好看的裙子商品，一起穿上身前来支持勇士。今天也非常欢迎我们台湾凯霞邀请来的伙伴们、好伙伴们一起来支持勇士，欢迎你们来。 再来要来跟大家分享的是最后的阶段了，我们进入赛事的倒数，也影响着每一场的比赛都是影响排名，所以每一场都需要大家一起来支持。接下来在今天结束之后呢，我们会继续进行客场的赛事。如果没有办法一起跟着勇士前进客场的，也希望大家可以在线上锁定。在这边也跟大家分享，在本周日我们勇士出战客场的比赛之外，在我们信义 Fridays 也有举办勇士的直播派对。如果没办法到客场参与的话，希望大家也可以跟着比尔、跟着 Angels 一起在直播派对来为勇士加油。而来到我们的主场，当然最不可或缺的还有我们年度最佳啦啦队富邦 Angels 带来的精彩演出，拿起了折扇，一起掌声欢迎富邦 Angels。
One look, give 'em one flash. We drop with a big flash. 집중해 좀 nothing fast. 이유는 이해 못해. 왜 이제 너만 됐다. Day one 너만 된 걸. Don't stop in the intent. 무리해도 can't touch that. Under pressure, can you focus? I'll be silent, touching nothing under context. 보진 않아 네 발을 봐도 change. Just close your eyes, breathe in and visualize. 시작되는 순간 끝나버린 방금 기회를 오직 one time unforgettable. 찾아낸 the right light 사라지지 않아. No, just take it one time unforgettable. One look, give 'em big flash. We drop with a big flash. 집중해 좀 nothing fast. 이유 못해. 왜 이제 너만 됐다. Day one 너만 된 걸. Don't stop in the intent. 무리해도 can't touch that. I'm the highlight. It's your red light. It's a night about me. You know it's my side. got your legs tied. 만들어갈 history. One look, give 'em a flash. We drop with a big flash. 따라와 어서 move fast. 이유는 이해 못해. 왜 이제 너와 뒤돼. Day one 너와 빈 배. Don't stop 흔들린 채. 다가와도 can't touch that. Touch that. Whip whip flash. 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 One look, give 'em a flash.
掌声送给富邦 Angels。
现在介绍双方球队登录名单。首先介绍客队台钢猎鹰队，球衣背号3号古毛维加，4号 Number 4迪蒙，7号崇义仁，8号李允杰，18号 Number 18盖比，21号吕冠廷，29号韩杰玉，56号刘俊廷，68号张国胜。先发球员 Starting Five， 球衣背号6号 Number 6白萨，11号 Number 11飞雷神，13号 Number 13谢宗荣 24号 Number 24郭少杰，33号 Number 33铂金，总教练 Head Coach Raul Corner， 助理教练 Assistant Coach Sean Kier Martin， 体能教练郭涵博，训练师徐英哲，总经理王成伟。
台北富邦勇士曾经迈入第10年，经历过最高荣耀时刻，也历经了无数低潮，一路走来，勇敢面对，遭遇困境时永不放弃，在争取冠军的道路上永不止息。今年将以勇气、团结一心的精神，再次重返荣耀。
每个勇士都有无惧的信念。找回初心，
接到直接补攻，
找回勇气，我们永不止息。Always be brave.
Be brave！ 台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听到你们的尖叫声！现在介绍地主队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。 球员组长背号00号超强外籍生，体能炸裂的4号位大前锋 Big Mo 莫巴耶。背号4号后场发动机，能 hold 住目光的全能后卫陈佑伟。 背号6号后卫，帅气与球技兼具，国民姐夫吴永胜。背号12号后卫，勇士队精神领袖，永远的人气王，结成一团大哥林志杰。 背号14号小前锋，奇怪老爹，本土洋将，结成一团小弟蔡文成。背号23号冲锋陷阵，关键福星 ，Number 23 Smart 石伯恩。 背号24号后卫敢拼敢打，破茧而出 ，TJ 简廷照。背号27号 Catch and Shoot 的外线高炮打，阿美族射手张镇雅。背号33号来自南台湾前锋大锁阿月蔡正月。And now the starting five， 下面介绍先发球员，球衣背号1号，能从外线打到禁区，篮板机器人沃特斯 ，Number 1 Brandon Waters。背号0号后卫东北角一哥南洋小跑车赖廷恩。背号11号后卫3分冷箭锋芒内敛 KJ 洪凯杰。背号55号守护勇士的天际线来自美国的大姐夫维西 ，Number 55 Jack 维西。背号8号前锋防守大锁逆流而上的鲑鱼 ，Number 8周鲑鱼。领队兼总教练许晋哲，助理教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟豪、魏维、梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章、彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，总经理叶宗颖。
好了，在球员送礼物的同时，中间的朋友也要记得看一下我们礼物战车的礼物要准备发射了哦。好，接着要邀请大家拿起你手中的折扇，我们再次邀请到富邦 Angels 来到场中。来到勇士的主场，要来为大家复习一下勇士主场的应援节奏，要怎么一起来为富邦勇士加油。我们请 Angels 还有比尔来到中圈。好，一样将你手中的折扇折起来，下方有一个锁，锁起来会比较好使用哦。接下来拿起折扇之后，我们要来复习一下勇士的节奏。来到主场就会听到 Let's Go 富邦 ，Let's Go 勇士，跟上音乐一起来。Let's Go 富邦 ，Let's Go 勇士 ，Let's Go。非常好。而我们也是在台北这座城市一起出战，要来为台北拿下荣耀。我们 Go Go 台北，一起拍6下。Go Go 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 Go。接下来你在比赛中会听到 TFB， 帮我大声的喊出来之外，一起拿起折扇拍5下，跟上音乐。
Taipei.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Are you ready to rumble tonight for the final regular season game in Heping Gymnasium? Is a heavyweight fight between the two teams destined to match up in the Plus League playoffs. The Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and Taipei Fubon Braves are vying for a win tonight and a season series advantage. Between game days, Sunday to tonight, Tuesday here in Taiwan, Beast Lin Zijie confirmed to sign with the Braves for one more season. Before that, here we have the standings. Pilots clinched the regular season top placement last Saturday and won a double OT win in the first BCL East Asia East in Kuala Lumpur last night. Only a half game separates the Braves and Ghosthawks. So tonight is a huge matchup, and the Steelers have lost by single-digit margins for 3 of the last 4 games, are still looking for their second win overall. On the Mandarin broadcast, Lin Zilong and Taipei Cai Jingjing 球迷朋友们，你找到了英文转播哦，要听中文的讲评去按中文转播连接。谢谢您的收看，记得我们 Plus League 的转播都要按赞。42 turning 43, Beast Lin Zijie began all the way in 2001 to look across the pond. The NBA draft that same year had Pau Gasol and Tony Parker in that class. The former ended his career in 2021, and here in 2025, Beast already looking to one more season to add to his prestigious record of 570 regular season games, 112 playoff games amongst 4 different leagues. From knocking the basket down in Baiguan, now a track field, to a 10-year career with Zhejiang Guangxi, and now a 3-time Plus League champion.
还是好大声，听到了再一年的呼唤声。林志杰在第1球跳投看进了3分。林志杰林志杰又在底线起了球，裁判很享受。
And part of representing the entirety of Taiwan basketball as part of a member of the national team Chinese Taipei in 2013 in the East Asia Games. As part of the squad that won gold medal, and the year after in an even bigger stage, the 2014 FIBA Asia Challenge semifinals, part of the team that won over China and ended up with a 2nd place finish. Lin Zijie in the Plus League. There you see his playing time, just about 20 minutes per game, but still a very effective, very efficient scorer at hovering around 10 points per game. We've witnessed his progression from a player of raw power to, in recent days, a dazzling finesse, all in service of the game. The game is basketball, his vehicle to inspire fans, opponents, and all the like. Part of a squad that's right now battling for placement in the regular season, having missed last season's Plus League playoffs. They will still be shorthanded with Nick King and Jabari Bird sidelined with injuries. But credit to Brendan Walters and Jeffrey Whitty, who stepped up from their Saturday performance to Sunday, where they had a combined 36 points and 33 rebounds in the 98-92 win. The Braves are winning by scoring in depth. In the last 5 games, 5 or 6 Braves have scored in double digits, where the Plus League 5th season average is 4.2 double-digit scorers per team per game. Going back to the standings, the 2 teams are tied in the loss column, and while the Ghosthawks have 1 more win, the Braves have this home game tonight and 2 Sunday games against the Steelers to wrap up the season. Might be a slight advantage on paper. Well, the Braves, Jabari Bird and King
in their record against the Ghosthawks. Bird, one game played, his debut, 22 points on very efficient shooting. Nick King, 23 points per game, is just about his season average. They should have flipped their photos. Bird is number 92, King number 7 on a very efficient 49 percentage points. The Braves really counted on King in the last time they played the Ghosthawks in Tainan. Pulling out the box score from that game.
Local 4, 13. All right.
King really carried the scoring burden. By pouring in a game-high 36 points. These two teams are playing each other in the regular season for the final time. And interesting enough, as it stands, the Braves own the 4-win to 3-loss record. However, the Ghosthawks have scored 6 more total points than the Braves in aggregate. Therefore, whoever wins tonight's game will have the tiebreaker at the end of the season if their regular season record will be the same by the end. That being said, the Braves have defeated the Ghosthawks each of the last 3 times they've played each other. Even the Pilots, who are by far and away the #1 team record-wise in the Plus League, don't have that kind of success against the Ghosthawks. The Ghosthawks return a couple of guys who they really want on the score sheet every game. Guard Brendan Frazier and Jimmy Shizonglong. The latter sitting out of the last game with ankle issues. The Ghosthawks not able to dictate the pace of the game. Something very notable as one of the only teams that really wants to slow things down. That last game had a 100 possessions pace when the previous 6 matchup averaged 87. The positive, the Ghosthawks have not lost back-to-back road games yet this season and have won both Tuesday night games they participated in this season, their first in the Plus League. They'll be wearing their video game black jerseys as we see the 3 officials for tonight. It's Hong Yongyu, crew chief Pang Yunhan, and Huang Xiaohan from left to right. For the Ghosthawks, a very familiar starting 5 look with Xie Zonglong, Guo Shaojie, Perkins, Frazier, and Mongolia's Bai Sa against Brendan Walters, Jeffrey Whitty, Josh Zhougui, number 0 Lai Tingan, and KJ Hong Kai-jie. The Braves 4th time with this starting 5, including Sunday's win over the Steelers. And on the Ghosthawks side, this starting 5 used by far the most by Coach Raul Corner at 114 minutes played. A very offensively powered unit at 105.5 points per 48. 38% three-point shooting, assist to turnover ratio of 2-to-1. As Lai Tingan will pump fake. Shot within the first 5 seconds of a ball game is definitely a good indicator of pace. Big to big passing as Josh takes the hit and floats it up and will not get the bounce. One thing about this Ghosthawks lineup, a little bit weaker rebounding wise, only 39 rebounds per game. Zhougui's seen decent success against the Ghosthawks in his time on the floor against this opponent. Ups his scoring average to 11.6 points per game on 48 percentage point shooting. I said field goal shooting, not true shooting. Josh, in his 5th season with the Braves, started in the inaugural year as a rookie. Coach Roger, then now Coach Aaron's primary defender on some of the best scorers right now on Frazier as he screens and has the ball poked away and a loose ball foul. Let's looking at the box score, 2 fouls received by Josh. You see playing the pass aggressively, and he did get a finger on it, so Ghosthawks had no reset, but had to chase it back as Lai Tingan spanned to the ground as Perkins will go ahead with a 2-handed slam. Nick Perkins is a very aggressive defender when it comes to switches and jumping out on guards not prepared, as evidence there. Brandon Walters with a strong move inside. He'll put the Braves back in front. Speaking of Perkins, he does average 1.1 steals per game and even ups that number against the Braves up to 1.4. Time froze for a second as Tainan will start a break 3-on-3 up ahead as the rest of the fray join. KJ on the far side lets it go from 3 and a big bounce to Jeff Whitty. Tainan from the other flank. Yes! Tainan too sees good shooting success against the Ghosthawks at 41%. That's one of his better splits as opposed to the Braves' other choice at guard, Taipei. But a clean swish by Baisa is the answer for the Ghosthawks. In his 22nd start, after Raul Corner said he was not seeing the floor as much as he deserved. Jeff Whitty with the and one. Getting a sweet feed from a guard and making a move. Again, if you're just joining, the Braves will be short an import with Nick King and Jabari Bird sidelined with injuries. Not much former Brave Ghosthawks could do coming down from the elbow area. Here you see Jeff Whitty's line this year, 17 points, 14 rebounds per game. Double team on Perkins as Frazier penetrates, dishes, Ghosthawks up close, in and out. Rebounded by Brendan Walters, the Braves import with the most games played this season at 18. Pass a little out of reach. Here you see Coach Roger Shue chilling out on the Braves bench. He too, like Beast, spent time in mainland China. Wayward with a shot as Frazier chases it on miss. Perkins will start to swing around. Ghosthawks shoots it. Oh, so close. Ghosthawks does shoot quite well against his former team, 37% from beyond the arc. Didn't fall there as the Braves trying to expand on a 5-point lead. It's Tainan connecting on a 3-pointer, and the Braves in less than 4 minutes already have 12 points on the scoreboard. Show now go by Frazier, but he's picked from the side. Whitty looking for a pass option. I think KJ will be the one getting a credit for a steal. That was his calling card in college. Man defense by the Ghosthawks as Whitty, a turnaround jumper. Don't see that a lot out of number 55, but would make him really hard to guard at 7 feet plus. Frazier with a right-handed lay-in. Not having him in the last game for the Ghosthawks, the only game he's missed this season. KJ working on Ghosthawks, a little Jie on Jie crime. Deep pass, Frazier running the lane, and he's fouled. Rewarding the big man for the hustle. If he makes his free throw, that might be the longest assist of the game by Baisa. Yes, in FIBA scorekeeping, when you make a free throw, the scorekeeper still got to remember who threw the pass. Few too many scrambled eggs in the morning for Perkins, as that first free throw was long. a 65% free throw shooter this season. One of the big keys to this game is the turnover battle. Josh fouled for the 3rd time in this opening quarter. Kind of holding action. Unlucky for the Ghosthawks is kind of a blind spot for the referee. Walters, deep position, pump fake, up and in. Kind of growing the hair out. He's a very proficient 56% from 2. Now on the switch, now switching back. Ghosthawks lets it fly short. Here come the Braves. Tainan streaking up the left side, taken to the air, down to KJ, strip clean though. Here come the Ghosthawks the other way. You have a 2-on-1. Frazier offers up a pass as Baisa only catches the iron of the rim. Early shooting for the Ghosthawks, not very accurate. They have had their opportunities. Tainan stopped his dribble, now looking for an outlet as Walters, the deep shot, good. Counted for 3, and there you see is the 3-point shooting by the 2 squads. A couple of Ghosthawks ready to check in as the Ghosthawks cough it up. Tainan sets his feet and a little short himself. Tainan trying to find that 3-point stroke. Good enough for 36% this year. Jimmy going to the reverse. Looking for some help from the referees as we are under 6 minutes here in the opening quarter. KJ, he's fouled, count it. A quick move going baseline and no help on the backside. Our first stoppage of the game with the Braves working on a 12-point lead with a free throw coming up. You're watching the Plus League regular season here from Hoping Gymnasium.
来跟着我们勇士一起比出一样的动作。今天是陈哥化身为咸蛋超人，很好，跟着文成一起比出咸蛋超人的手势。 来到这位朋友非常好，来到2位小朋友加上柠檬，一起咸蛋超人的手势非常好，全家人一起来。好，陈哥本人来一个可以吗？哦，他先认真比赛，谢谢谢谢。来2位朋友看一下大荧幕，哎，小朋友一起来。 谢谢大家的参与。
The Braves playing their 3rd home game in 4 nights. Looking for the home crowd to boost them in a very important matchup. In this head-to-head between these 2 teams, 6 games determined by single digits. That's a season average margin of only 6 points. The next closest is Braves versus Pilots this season at 10.3. No matter who wins and who loses, you take the margin. Many Korean cheerleaders come to find work here in Taiwan, including members of the Wing Stars. One thing that is curious about the season series is KJ misses the free throw. In 6 of the 7 games, the winning team actually led the game for 40+ minutes. The only exception was so long ago. So anyway, he's fresh in for the Braves. Cross to Jeff Whitty, who downs the 3. So doing it from inside and out. The Braves keep storming ahead. Mon Brooks, fresh in the game, offers up a pump fake, then across. PLEAGUE getting more playing time as the season has progressed off the mark. Four out one in offense as KJ over the shoulder, no, and Walters there to pick up his teammate. Brendan Walters on the season averages about 3 offensive rebounds per game. Out to Perkins from the top of the arc, just clanks it. Number 8, Josh going up against number 8, PLEAGUE. Yeah, it's KJ, better positioning on Gumal. Popping it over to Whitty. And a 3-second call eventually as a couple of Ghosthawks combined for the defensive effort. Here you see PLEAGUE will check into the game. Yeah, look at KJ. I am certain that's something he practices. PLEAGUE will check in and guard what looks like to be Gabby out there. On Sunday, lots of fans with different memorabilia and signage in support of Beast. There he is around the Samsung sign on the floor. Jerry PLEAGUE to Gumal, and a foul as Jerry Chen puts his hand up. Considering Beast got a hand on it, turned out to be not a good foul. Number 0, Mbaye, right now tasked with guarding Perkins. Jerry taking it into the paint, but denied as it's another turnover. But Gumal playing safety there, wraps that one with one hand over to Brooks. Good body control. The Ghosthawks are finally cut off this Brave scoring run. Now another opportunity, Damon Brooks, thanks to Gumal, second assist on the game. There you see 4 to 5 turnovers. As Beast thought about the pass inside over to Jerry, getting hotter, and I guess that was getting hotter. Made several threes in the game against the Pilots on Saturday. Perkins trying to go with speed, now power, flips it up and was fouled on his way to the shot. Working on rookie Mbaye, 0-0. Didn't quite square him up with a chest, and the referees will award Perkins with a chance at the line. Big Perk started his pro career, I believe, in the Japanese B League in 2019. Already a couple misses at the line, and plenty of ball game left. The Ghosthawks to start the game 0 for 6 from 3-point range, as number 33 will get a breather, replaced by Jimmy. Beast double teamed in trouble and is called for the travel. add one more to the turnover count for the Braves. If it wasn't for these turnovers, the Ghosthawks would see an even bigger deficit. Here you see Brooks got a hand on a beast. Good job to protect the ball, but if it wasn't for travel, it could have been a 5 seconds. Gumal on the switch. Gabby denied as Damon Brooks fires away. No. Jimmy inside, working on 3 Braves, and no foul given. He did have the height advantage of over all his foes. Mbaye down low, he swatted away. If Gabby, as we look at Damon Brooks, alley-oop from Gumal. That connection has been on point tonight. Ten-point ball game as Jeff Wu comes to the basketball, but is Tanyowe to the cup. Gumal directing traffic as he's looking for a spot on the floor. Brooks inside, and he swatted. They didn't get a shot off as now Jimmy lets it go, and how about a little fadeaway jumper? Shizono has been improving his outside shot, but I don't know if they designed it for him to take a mid-range with the shot clock counting down as Beast. Oh no, producer! I know it wasn't a live ball, but finally a attempted dunk once the game tipped off by Beast. I haven't seen that all of the Plus League. And how about on the replay? It's okay, as long as he doesn't get hurt on one of these. Braves are in the bonus, but free throw shooting now becoming a problem for both teams. Interestingly enough, in this season series, the road team has 5 wins to 2 losses. Gumal speeding down floor as Jimmy puts it on the deck, deflected pass to Brooks. There it is. A triple for Damon Brooks as he's really carried the scoring load here in the first quarter for the Ghosthawks. As an early 7 points. Horn set for the Braves as Wood, he had that tapped away. Jeff Wu to Beast, rising, firing. So close, and ball out of bounds, they say, off of Black. 1.6 on the shot clock. Down low to a Beast, a reverse lay, yes. And the bonus coming up. Saw in the previous shot that he was the one to indicate a play. And I guess that was his own number. Catching Gabby asleep on the spin move. Don't really blame him. But the free throw, no, and time will expire. Both teams leaving points out on the floor, but it's the Taipei Fubon Braves with a 29-19 lead after the first period.
受伤，听见你为我鼓掌，是我坚持的力量。 这一次在场球上，整个鱼龙的闪翔，全身沸腾，只为我疯狂，永不止息回放。没经过低潮迷惘，怎能成长？3连霸，勇士王朝，再创辉煌，你不看好，又怎样？ We live to be the champ。每次在场球上，听见你为我鼓掌，是我坚持的力量。Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up。这一次在场球上，整个鱼龙的闪翔，全身沸腾，只为我疯狂。棒棒 ，We never stop。Come on, come on, come on。棒棒 ，We never give up。棒棒 ，We will be the top。We fight for it, for the win, yeah。台北富邦 rap。
最后，今天掌声送给富邦 Angels。小声的拍手。
If you're just tuning in, the Braves and Beast Lin Zijie announced in the last couple of days that number 12 will be returning with a 1-year extension to his contract. The last live play that resulted in a score was that baseline out of bounds. Things in the opening quarter kind of playing out like the last time these two teams played. The Braves with a record 47-20 opening quarter, 47 points being the highest scoring quarter in Plus League history. Brendan Fraser and Gu Mao in the same lineup as Brooks flipping a layup for a miss. And an opening quarter of 7 points, the most for the Ghosthawks, and takes it away and out of bounds call. But the Ghosthawks did fight back in that ball game. If we remove the first quarter, it was 78-57. So the Braves had as big as a 31-point lead. In the end, it was only a 6-point win. Speaking of 6, Jeff Wu cashing a 3-pointer. His second season with the Braves, tasked with guarding Frazier as he pops free for the 3-pointer and a clean splash. So as I was referring to, one of the more important keys to this matchup is the turnover battle. Ghosthawks only turned it over 13.3 times per game as off the foot and Jeff Wu surrenders a possession. Excuse me, the Ghosthawks average 14.9 turnovers per game. And their average against the Braves, 13.3, is not too bad. Wide open, Gu Mao. Can't make it 2 in a row. How about Frazier himself? Clearing for some space. To number 18, Gabby. That grazes the rim. A look at the action is Jeff Wu. He bricks that 3, and it's going to be numbers ahead. Foul first, as Frazier in transition get himself a trip to the line. Anyway, so in 2 of the last 3 losses the Ghosthawks sustained to the Braves, exactly 20 Ghosthawk turnovers, as opposed to the games they've won against the Braves this season. That's only a mark of 9.33. So quite a dramatic increase in disruption by the Braves defense. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Braves last season were the #1 team in turnovers. They're also leading the league in that category at 17 per game. Now they do play at one of the faster paces, so somewhat understandable as number 7 Ethan Zhang will check in. positive for the Ghosthawks is they do cause 18 Braves turnovers per game, which is the #1 in all of the head-to-head splits. Interesting enough, as more substitutions find their way on the floor. The Braves' worst head-to-head matchup turnover-wise last year was against the Kings at 18.3, but the Braves able to survive and have a record of 4 wins and 4 losses against the Kings. Jeff Whitty targeted on the pass, just being out of bounds. Quick shot off the baseline out of bounds. It's #1 Walters who hits it from the left wing. In the Braves games against the Ghosthawks, 10-13, and then they average 20.8 turnovers against the Ghosthawks. Enough on that. It is a 11-point Braves lead. Frazier to the deep step back. Down low to Topoi. Working against Baisa into some negative space as Whitty's fouled. Ambushing the help defense and Jimmy there. Kind of a excuse me foul by Jimmy there. Not much you can do with Whitty with so much takeoff space. The Ghosthawks electing to sit Juga Dimic for tonight's game. And the free throw struggles continue for the Braves with that last miss. Only 3 of 8. As Whitty makes a correction. Nine minutes to go in the first half as Perkins spins into a triple team. So that leaves Brendan Frazier open. And he knocks down the 3 as the Ghosthawks continue to work on this Braves lead. A little short dump off. Frazier keeping it in bounds, but Walters gets it back. KJ taking the contact, a miss. And team rebounding by the Ghosthawks. They finally get their stop. Nobody checking the basket as Frazier will easily waltz in. He's tied Brooks with a 9-point start to this ball game. And the Braves want to talk it over. We're here in the second quarter. Braves lead cut down to 7 as the Ghosthawks make a run of things.
暂停时间到，谢谢富邦 Angels。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Your likes on the Plus League YouTube live stream are appreciated. Ten points for Brendan Frazier here in the second quarter. The outside shooting has then opened up that last driving opportunity, forcing the Braves into a timeout. Whoever wins this game will have the season head-to-head advantage, and whoever wins this game will also, at least until Saturday, plus the action resumes again in Taoyuan. We'll have the standings lead for second place. So after the timeout, a 2-3 zone by the Ghosthawks. Walters. And out of bounds, or is it a foul call? He just dislodged Jimmy there. But Frazier, good awareness to come down and help. Perkins came down himself. Baisa and Ethan on the top of the zone as KJ swirls around the right side. Quick pass back as Lightingan will relocate after the miss. Zone around wide open. KJ, here it goes and in. Braves in the second quarter. Only field goals from three-point range. Ethan with a few dribbles and a deflected pass. How about on a second opportunity? Beat his man and then got fouled. Ethan Zhang from familiar parts of California to me. Shout out to those watching from San Ramon. On his season, he is not taking that many free throw opportunities. He's appeared in now 18 games and has actually yet to convert at the free throw line. Now back in man defense. Lighting in a clutching layup. Just off, and numbers if the Ghosthawks can push it fast enough. Quick take foul by KJ. Stops that action. See Lighting take a layup. No block, no foul. Just off target. He'll stay in there as another foul is called. The next one will send the Ghosthawks to the free throw line. Here you see Josh charge up just a beat. Guess too late, you should say. Frazier looking for Baisa on the Iverson cut, going baseline. Over to Ethan, lofting up a three. He got it. Earlier, PLEAGUE had his chance on the floor. Now it's the California native. Technically with his second club here in Taiwan. They blitz Josh as a little oopty-doopty pass and a loose ball or offensive foul by Frazier trying to fight for it. A good double team by Nick Perkins there. And that's kind of an in-between offensive foul and loose ball. Because if it is a loose ball foul, it will result in free throws, but the refs say offensive as Frazier back iron and out of bounds. I'm sure the Ghosthawks contending that Perkins was pushed. It makes sense to me. Though I'm sure the Braves would contend, well, the push helped them get the basketball. Anyways, about 6 minutes to go. Braves only lead by 7. Double on the screen as Walters is hit. A good counter by Lightingan away from the double team and finding a pass outlet. keep an eye on the Ghosthawks pick and roll coverage, especially with Perkins out there, and Damon Brooks can do so as well. Both of those agile defenders from a big position. Pretty intentional selection and gameplay, because Ghosthawks is almost exclusively a drop coverage defender in pick and roll situations. Brendan Smart getting some run. He's assigned to Perkins. Now, regardless of 2 or 3 imports, King and Bird probably are not mainly assigned to opposing bigs. Braves have Mbaye, Smart, and on their unofficial disabled list, number 18, Lin Ziwei, as another foul will send Perkins to the line. Nick Perkins in the season series against the Braves averages nearly 38 minutes per game. Scores about 22.5 points, grabs 8.2 rebounds. This time goes 2 for 2. Maybe all we needed was a change of camera angles. Credit to our colleagues at Formosa Television for doing the long prep work to set up for these games. And sometimes even on these homestands where the home team doesn't have any teardown of their equipment, of the LEDs and such, the broadcast crew might be different. KJ cuts and gets the right-handed lay-in. Good feed from the top as the Ghosthawks looking to answer back. Down low to Perkins, working on Mbaye, jumps and loses the basketball in the lunge, but Jimmy got it back. Too many defenders as the Braves finally get it out of the Mbaye 3. That's good. There you see 8-4 3-pointers made on the game, and the Ghosthawks want to talk it over. Mbaye suffered an injury after or in his very first Plus League game. You see previously offering up a good feed from the top of the arc. And then the three-pointer in the trailing position. Coming into tonight, 3 for 11. Played a little bit and quite a bit of center with his collegiate team, the NCCU Griffins. But then slid over to power forward in stints. And with the Braves, certainly will play power forward almost exclusively. And his skill set might be a good match for it. Interesting enough, this day in Plus League history actually goes all the way back to 2023, where the Braves won a road game in Kaohsiung against the Steelers, 101-95. Haven't seen him on the floor yet, but number 24, Jin Tingsao, came off the bench. 5 3-pointers made, tied Michael Singletary with a team-high 19 points. This is, you might think, that wasn't such a big deal, but at the time it was the Jeremy Lin-led Steelers. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. And funny enough, would not get a triple-double till 7 games later in a 50-burger, funny enough, as well, against the New Taipei Kings in Kaohsiung. Then the Steelers on a 7 p.m. game the night before. Next day at 5 p.m., turn around to defeat the Pilots by 15. And that became a 8-game winning streak, which tied them with the for most of the Dreamers 4 weeks later. But the Dreamers would clutch a couple games. The Steelers might have dropped one they could ill afford in Xinzhuang. And they lost on the final day as a floater by Perkins, legal tip by Whithee, and a wild scramble for the ball. Mbaye throwing it out of bounds while falling to the floor. Ghosthawks sure not apologizing for that play. They get the basketball back. KJ got a hand on it, so 9 seconds left. Frazier working with a head of steam. Sees two defenders lighting it in held position, bats it out of bounds. Switching as KJ intercepts the pass and takes the lefty layup. The Braves extend the lead to 13 points. KJ might be the slowest when it comes to open fast break layups. Loves to take his time. On the other side, a response from Baisa. 3 points to the Ghosthawks. Baisa on the season averages just under 9 points per game. Josh over Mbaye, feet set, and another triple. This time draining it from the left wing. He's got 6 points. Over the top pass, Perkins. He's got it. Beating Mo to the basket, and a little lane to go. Scoring's picked up here with under 4 minutes to go. Loose ball. Josh comes for it. Kicking it to KJ. Wide open and easy. Braves north of the 50-point mark. Coach Corner can't be happy with their defensive effort. Well, Ethan, a quick shot from him as Jimmy bounced it off his opponent's back. Frazier not slowing things down, had it pickpocket. And a pass that Perkins chases down, a turnover to Lightingham. KJ thought Mo was going to take it himself. Now he's got Jimmy on a quick spin move and a foul. Definitely thought Mbaye made a very dicey decision to throw that pass, but he wanted to go to the post up, and it paid off. Surprise Shidzong there with a spin move. He actually felt the hand on the hip. Because if not, he could have been called for the offensive foul, but defense fouled first. This season, plus league free throw shooting has seen a drop. Overall, across the league, only 67% from the line. The best being the Ghosthawks at 71% as a squad. Two-man front on a 2-2-1 pressure, three-quarters court. Naturally, Braves break into his own. Perkins from the high post. Two dribbles, power move over Whithee and short. Tainan to KJ, very crowded space, and in fact, too crowded, out of bounds on the baseline. Deflected out of bounds. KJ and Lai Ting up top. Perkins coming to screen. Bison with a little bit of space. Easy block by Frazier, and Brooks, unfortunately, in a bad position. He fouls, so Braves get to go to the charity stripe once again. Ghosthawks getting the ball into the middle of the floor, that's a good idea. But they're not really putting pressure on the back line. Coach Corner bringing 5 Ghosthawks all together for a quick chat. KJ on the season is a 72% free throw shooter. We're under 2 minutes as Ghosthawks up ahead to Brooks. Perkins again at the high post. This time dribbles right, spin counter, and a whistle comes. Jeff Whitty trying to argue his case for a clean play there. Well, you, the audience, why don't you take a look? What would make this a non-foul is if he made contact with the basketball first before the elbow. The Braves elect to call timeout. Right now, pretty settled into a 2-3 zone. You can expect average scoring in this series to be about 98.6 points per game. Well, Jeff Whitty, a huge contributor to the Braves. There you see his per 48 minutes played. When he's out there, the Braves offensively 92.6 and a defensive rating of 97.1. But without him, those numbers are more than flipped, 80.5 to 96.7. Wonder if Mrs. Whitty has any contributions to the Braves on the floor. I believe watches every single one of Jeffrey's games. Now, I mentioned the per game scoring of these two teams at about 99 points. And the range from lowest score to highest score is 29. When you look into the numbers, the spread we said was 6 points per game, but the standard deviation, or how wide of a range each increment of score to the mean, is only 8.0. That's way below what you'd expect at about 10 points per standard deviation. I bring that up all to say that right now it's a sizable Braves lead, but I'd expect the Ghosthawks to counterpunch, make it a closer ball game by the end. Splitting the free throw trip leaves us at a 16-point ball game as Whitty finds Josh. Baye takes to the floor as the ball ends up out of bounds, and the Braves looking like they want a replay on the out of bounds situation. Looks like the referees gave a warning that actually really got to former head coach, Coach Roger. You see Perkins clean with that last stroke, though Josh was sustaining some kind of contact he was not so pleased with. The referees will go to the monitor. I believe the Braves have challenged the out of bounds call. There you see Perkins' right arm tugging at Josh's left arm. Might have caused a little bit of a dislodgement and balance situation. There you see Mo, Hands, and Brooks coming over. This might be a decent look. It is possible that Mbaye pushed it out of bounds. There you see his left hand working that direction, but Damon Brooks also was swiping at the basketball in a down and out motion. So we'll see about the replay. Despite being down, the Ghosthawks have a 10-2 edge when it comes to fast break points. I wonder if this aggressive defense schematically will be exclusively their choice for the second half. I don't see until this slow-mo replay. Certainly looks like Brooks with that right hand swipes really hard. And it might have caused the ball to take a harder bounce than what kind of force Mbaye placed on it. So 1:19 on the clock. We'll see if either team can generate some momentum. 5 seconds on the clock as Josh, losing balance, gaining it, puts it on rim. Ghosthawks with a stop. Perkins passing it off, now picking and popping. He lofts up a three, bricks it as Brooks, right in the middle of three Braves defender, he coughs it up. Down low to Mo, a turnaround jumper, no. Thankfully, it looks like former teammates' collision didn't result in any injury. You see Guo Shaojie doing his work early with that arm tug. Well, before we get action going again, reminder that the Plus League now has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN for more Plus League content. You see free throw shooting has not been uber efficient or proficient by the two squads. Perkins out to Baisa, moving to the corner, in and out. Braves will try to drain the clock before getting up this last shot. Bae offering a screen, now catching, looking inside, that's tapped out of bounds. Baisa wants corner to review. Looks like the Braves will inbound as finally the referees finally getting the referee's attention, who are
Why do you check? Why do you check when they do? If they have a question, you check.
This seems like
I hope you're sure, guys, because I don't want to give them a timeout on this baseline. But why do you check when they have a question?
Seems like an emotional situation. Now, the referees have been a little bit more diligent with keeping an eye on Coach Corner while the Braves were getting set up for a baseline out of bounds. Won't be an easy one. There's a lot of hands in the vicinity. You see Guomao actually reaching in there. And he caused a turnover. But both teams with successful challenges under 90 seconds.
But that's the problem. You should have good position. It's your job as referee to have good position, not his job.
We have a good position.
Yes.
And I saw this way.
Okay. Never worry.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Give a timeout if you want it.
I don't know.
So 7.4 for the Ghosthawks to advance the basketball and get off a good shot. Over to Gumal, 3 seconds left, down low to Perkins. He takes the layup, blocked by Mbaye. Hopefully everyone's all right.
Of course, no foul. Yes.
As the Braves will head to the lockers with a 58-40 lead. Well, we built this as a crucial matchup for the two teams. Not only a head-to-head advantage to be gained, but also in the immediate hold of second place in the Plus League regular season. We'll go to break before breaking things down here at halftime.
可以看到第一位送出助攻的勇士就是威西。好，投给威西的朋友先别急着离开哦。比尔，先帮我抽一位，可以获得 Tokyo 的晋级无限极速按摩棒，一位就好。 得奖连1304，1304，可以获得无限按摩棒，再来2位，比尔抽2位，可以获得 My Video 所提供的365天豪华月租电子序号，让你免费看1整年。1542，1542，恭喜得奖第2位3039，3039。好，再附送一次，获得按摩棒的是1304，1304。 获得电子序号 My Video 看1整年的是1542，1542，还有3039。记得来到2边篮筐后方集合颁奖。好，接下来我们一起往后退，要邀请大家要来参与我们的中场游戏。好，要上厕所的赶快去哈，就会错失获得手机的机会。那愿意留下来的，准备好你的手机，我已经预告给大家了。 准备好你的手机，最好是先打开拨打电话的画面。来，我们一起，待会准备看向大荧幕，只要成功拨通电话，并且接通后告诉我们的通关密语“台湾大哥大，能锁不能”，我们就可以获得 Samsung Galaxy S25手机一台。想换手机的朋友，我们一起看向大荧幕。
想要我手上这台手机吗？第一位打进来必说出通关密语“台湾大哥大，能锁不能”，就可以获得全新神送 S25。大家准备好了吗？倒数3、2、1，
来喽！0979038536，到底是谁会先来接通呢？忙线中还没有人打通哦，来。 09379哦，来了，好，大家安静哦，我们来听听看。喂，你在哪里？
喂，有声音吗？哎，我这里。
哪里？站起来。
你好。
你好，通关密语是
台湾大哥大。 能锁不能，
恭喜！就在我正后方，来帮我移动你的脚步，来我们场中领奖。来，移动到篮筐后方来集合。哇，就可以带走手机一台啦！在今天进场真的是非常划算。那么也来跟刚刚有抽到神预测的得主赶快来领奖哦！我们要来。
Well, apparently the signal is good enough at Taipei Hoping Gymnasium for a little phone tag, and the lucky recipient will speed on off to claim his prize or participate in some activities out on the floor. In a matchup between the number 2 Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and the number 3 Taipei Fubon Braves. Right now it's a one-sided affair with the Braves a 58-40 lead. There's the combined team statistics. We have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists and turnovers from top to bottom. The most notable stat to me is the Braves 10 for 17 3-point shooting. You wonder if that could sustain itself. The Braves have made so many threes, and I think a big issue for the Ghosthawks is how open they are on these attempts. Though, no matter how accurate your shooters are, that is a very high percentage. I wonder if that will sustain. Now, for the Ghosthawks, their lack of three-point shooting in stretches is why the Braves can settle into that 2-3 zone we saw in the latter part of the second quarter. Brendan Frazier leads the Ghosthawks with 12 points, followed by Brooks and Perkins 9-point apiece. KJ is the standout for the Braves with 14 points, followed by Brendan Walters 13. Jeff Whitty Mbaye with 7 points per. Whitty in particular, a game-high 13 rebounds. The next highest mark by anybody between the two teams is Jimmy with 6. The rebounding advantage is something you come to expect when it comes to the Braves, and particularly against the Ghosthawks, who are not usually crashing the offensive rebounds as hard, choosing to set up a half-court defense. The most success that we saw from the Ghosthawks in the first half was one, when they had pressure defense by Perkins on pick and rolls, and two, whenever they can actually find some chaos out on the floor between the turnovers of the two teams, and Umal Weija feeding layups with some deep passing. Here, if you didn't tune in till now, the Braves only playing with Jeff Whitty and Brendan Walters as their two imports. King and Jabari Bird with injury. Meanwhile, despite getting Jimmy Shizono and Brendan Frazier back into tonight's rotation, the Ghosthawks have been held to a rather low percentage offensively, while giving up 29 points in both the first and second quarters. Really crucial for the Ghosthawks if they want to find more success is if maybe they can reshape their offense and have dribble penetration, create some easier scoring opportunities, because when the Braves are squared up to the Ghosthawks imports, even around the basket, they are having success defensively. And free throw shooting for both teams below 60%. So even if we look to increase that mark, that's going to have to also come with better shooting proficiencies. It is a big margin for the Ghosthawks to overcome. But that's it for us here in the first segment. We'll go to break.
可以一成不变，也可以改变。选择在你手上，再勇敢一点，再大胆一点。年轻敢冲敢玩，更懂选择。投资的事放心交给富邦证券，正向力量，开创价值。富邦证券。
旅平险保了吗？手机就能保，方便又快速。富邦产险网络投保旅平险，出发前1个小时都能投保。
精准投资，趁势而上。富邦旗舰50-009802，领航未来的投资先锋。3大优势环环相扣，核心配置层层加值。旗舰动能随行，追求长期增值。富邦台湾旗舰动能50 ETF 基金009802，动能起飞。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。
2025怎么投资最营养？美股牛肉大块，台股香甜旺来。富华美台强档基金，预约投资咨询抽好礼。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。2025怎么投资最营养？美股牛肉大块，台股香甜旺来。富华美台强档基金，预约投资咨询抽好礼。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。
Samsung Galaxy S25旗舰系列。
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
一声指令，跨 App 执行，
Find it real quick. Send it.
让神队友帮你。
The place is sick.
用说的就搞定 ，AI 神队友说了算。Galaxy S25旗舰系列。
比尔，说时迟，那时快，已经来到季末了。我们主场例行赛就在今天是最后一场，谢谢大家在本季的进场支持。接下来呢，不知道季后赛什么时候会出炉，赛程什么时候可以跟大家相见。但是今天的比赛结束之后呢，我们先跟大家本周日我们还有一场客场哦。虽然我们没办法到现场一起为勇士加油，但是我们想跟大家约在礼拜天3月30号在信义 Fridays， 有我们2位还有 Angels 要到现场跟大家一起在信义 Fridays 一起来用餐，还有在线上为勇士加油。不过，如果你想要知道更多季后赛的资讯，先记得追踪我们勇士的官方社群吧。
打开 WiFi， 一点改变一点，一点改变一点，一点改变一点，说这一点就能改变这点那点很多点，备用的慢一点，抽样普通更小一点，花卡的更忙一点。一点改变一点，
大可爱地球，地球大可爱，台湾大哥大好速成双，5G 加 WiFi 6，快稳全能，省钱节能。
我站在空旷的十字路口，寻找一个不必感觉心痛的理由。这场游戏何尝不是一种人去楼空的心，该承载什么内容 ？I don't know。下好离手，我的时间不多，是问了再说。 是索性赔上所有，
请给我一个吻的时间，然后全部都带走。
眼睛、手指、脸颊、嘴巴，我要一丝都不留。
用最后一个吻的时间，这次全部都带走。
轻轻揉乱我的发，一个吻就是永久。
十字路口，寻找一个让我感觉心痛的理由。你的眼睛还有一丝余火，为何不别让我照亮我这座荒芜
下好离手，我的时间不多，先问了再说。这场游戏你是好对手，
请给我一个吻的时间，然后全部都带走。
手指、脸颊、嘴巴，我要一丝都不留。
用最后一个吻的时间，这次全部都带走。
轻轻揉乱我的发，一个吻就是永久。
好的，也邀请所有现场的球迷朋友一起扫描大荧幕上的
The headline coming into tonight, Beast Lin Zijie signing one more season with the Taipei Fubon Braves. Every Tuesday night, Thailand Suwati Pipai will air the newest episode. Subscribe to Formosa Television and the P.LEAGUE YouTube channels to watch it as soon as they are published. On the positive note for the Ghosthawks, they have held Jeffrey Whitty to only 1 of 5 shooting from 2-point range. Braves overall only 41% from 2. Of course, supplanted by 10 made threes in 1/2 of basketball. Beast played just south of 6 minutes in the first half. We'll see how his rotation minutes will work for the rest of the game. The two teams with the starting 5 of the game, starting this second half off as Walters the intended target on a cross screen. Now battling with Perkins down low as Tainan shoots the 3 and makes the 3. Tainan now with 9 points on the ball game. Perkins from the left block leaves the hook shot short. Ghosthawks stop the Braves. Tainan crosses up. Ghosthawks, though no opening comes about and deflected out of bounds. Like I said, the Ghosthawks defensively when they're at their best definitely offer up a lot of ball pressure and denials in the other spots on the floor. Now Frazier switched on to Tainan as KJ comes for the basketball. Stuck a scoop 3-point attempt is way off. Get a better look at what the Ghosthawks drew up in the lockers at half. Baisao cuts, now Frazier getting it from Perkins. Skip past Jimmy from the left wing, wedges the basketball. Not that much of a laughing matter. Shedzonglong was actually a 33% 3-point shooter. That's on 58 attempts to his 74 from 2. Baisao will give it a try. Bad place for Walters to terminate the dribble, and the Braves are forced into a turnover. Hook pass to Jimmy, now taken to the deck, and floater in. Shedzonglong has made that floater work as bodies go down the floor. Perkins in pain on the deck. Hopefully just a kind of a freak discomfort. Walters now, he's been on the floor longer. You'll look at 2 players with their foot tangled up. And then Perkins kind of landed on Walters unintentionally on that left leg. Hopefully more scary than it is actual injury. Down low to Perk, spinning around with a jumper, getting the bounce. One-handed delivery to Witt. He attracts 3 defenders and the ricochet to Perkins. 2 Braves defenders in front of him. Still goes at it and off the backboard and good. Nick Perkins with an impressive down-court layup without any hesitation, taking on 2 Braves. Perkins listed at 203, taking on Walters at 208 centimeters tall. Maitinga, a good look. Brendan down low, he's hit. No, they say a foul. I was going to say the block shot was the hit. Second team foul for the Ghosthawks. Braves have none. Think about the Braves in the game. 6 players have stepped up to the free throw line, whereas on the Ghosthawks side, only 3 players. Here you see some of the players on the Braves not taking to the bench, but loving that corner instead as a clean swish from Jimmy. Now the right side's more his space. I say so facetiously. Now Perkins on Whitty. Brendan Walters trying to block for better positioning down low. Over top pass is saved by Baisa. One of 2 players to come with the help as KJ pokes it away, but a foul is called. You might have heard the crowd reacting to the touch of the basketball. Perkins with some room over his shoulder as KJ shoots it in Frazier's face. Couple of quick takes by the 2 squads. Mbaye was joined by Jerry Tanyowe as the Braves go into its zone and force a mid-range miss. Over the top, nobody checking Whitty as he gets the easy lay-in. One of the rare times that the Ghosthawks do not hustle back in numbers. Perkins shoots it from the middle and it swirls out. Kind of thought Ghosthawks had some bad luck with the left side rim. Well, that miss was kind of ominous. How about Mbaye giving it a try? That's in and out. Whitty going baseline and actually takes a tumble. He misses his shot. Might have had something to do with how the defense was playing him. Reese will take KJ's place on the floor. Tanyowe offered some room. His deep 3 is no good. Mbaye end up on the floor, but a foul first. That time Frazier being more aggressive after the ball screen. Instead of taking it wide, kind of went right at Mbaye with the between the leg crossover. Kuosao Jan Perkins with 3 personal fouls on the Brave side. That is only Mbaye's second as the Braves get a takeaway. Over the top for Witt. He's got that one poked away. Big fly by Ghosthawks. Jet has all day and cannot connect. So it seems like the shooting accuracy is not meant to be in this quarter. Might be seeing a lot more free throw attempts. The two teams combining for 2 of 9 3-point shooting as they'll talk it over on their respective benches. 64-49 is the score as we are in break here in the third quarter.
来喽，来跟着我们柠檬还有杜儿一起跳跳舞。好，接下来跟着杰米还有栗子一起动一动，非常好。好，换一首，换一首，考验大家的反应。跟着维新，非常好，非常好，手忙脚乱。卡洛琳，换你来跟我们粉丝朋友一起动一动喽。 非常好，来杰米栗子带着这位朋友，篮球场也有32壮。
Also taking place right now is the NS Matrix Deers taking on Vestra Metal in the BCL Asia East game following the Pilots' double overtime victory in Kuala Lumpur. Braves possession out of the television timeout. Josh making a move as Whitty down low with a big one-handed hammer. Number 18, Gabby cuts the rim as not the start the Ghosthawks wanted here in the second half of action. A wide miss by Jimmy. Josh, off-footed layup, no. And ball to Beast. How about Mbaye for 17 feet? Braves now starting to show a little bit of those signs of fatigue. Jimmy dared into that shot, and from 18 feet, no good. Brooks has that one crawl in. A basket by the Ghosthawks brings it back to 15. Definitely a frustration foul. Brooks trying to play Mbaye aggressively. Illegal screen, they say. And this third quarter has lost a lot of semblance of rhythm. That's the Braves' 5th turnover on the quarter. Brazier with a lot of space. He strokes the three. Here in the third quarter, Ghosthawks now 2 of 6 from outside. As Taipei counters. couldn't answer as Beast has it poked and a block shot. I think Brooks has a good argument for a possible interference. Mbai up ahead, he scores. The Ghosthawks elect to call timeout as the Braves build momentum. Very fast sequence. I'd like to take a look at all the action that took place there. Taipei, in his military service, jokingly speaking, when he went to Chinese Taipei's national team mini camp before taking on Guam and Thailand in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers secondary stage. Seen his three-point shooting raise up to 30% in the weekend home games against the Pilots, then the Steelers, whereas previously it was in the basketball Mendoza line at just about 7%.
That's okay. That's okay. No. You want ping or roll? Which one?
I think roll because you're going to be high up.
Roll. Okay, roll.
Let me just stay.
Well, it will turn into an extended timeout as the referees will go to the monitor. And we've been told this is to take a look at basket interference, as Demond Brooks looked like he put it on the backboard. Let's see, whatever cameraman was actually working his way up fast enough. Get us that look. This is the close-up #2 camera as you see the clean block. Here's the primary. What could be a perfect pass by Beast. I'd say the Ghosthawks might have a good case here. The ball definitely bounces off the backboard, and that baseline cam actually is a big help. So an interesting case for the referees. This would be adding 2 points in post. As Brooks, when you're that close to the basket, sometimes you shoot those really close shots underneath the rim and let the ball bounce up. So interesting situation where the scorekeepers would have to retroactively add 2 points for Brooks. Theoretically, it would be a offensive rebound because Beast didn't have good possession of it. Or could it be a turnover, non-turnover? In any case, if you're trying to think like Dusty Baker, the baseball manager, try to think lucky, maybe this is the start the Ghosthawks comeback run. They're looking for Brooks on the block. Bai in front of him. Takes the jumper off target. Long rebound. Gumal rifles it inside. What a pass. His favorite target, Demond Brooks, ready for 2 more. He's hit, and he'll have to earn it from the free throw line. And it looks like extracurriculars going on after the play. maybe it was just a warning as the players line up on the block. If you're watching this back, the key to look at is Beast's elbows. Would have been where the contact was made. 2 free throws. Putting a damper on the Ghosthawks. Now leading this quarter 18 to 15. Need a long way to go as Josh taking the tumble, leaving Frazier in the corner. Brooks ball fakes back to Frazier. And a offensive 3 seconds called as no shot was put up. Kind of unlucky there for Xie Zongrong. A few opportunities by the Ghosthawks. Josh getting the handoff. Beast on the zipper action, turning and firing. No good. Gabby with 2 in front, swivels and gets the foul. Count it. He stuck with the play the whole way through and is rewarded with a hoop and the harm. It's a long game, so really every play is your opportunity to make an impact, and Gabby certainly did. Just like Perkins took on 2 Braves earlier in the game, Gabby kind of split the difference. So a stop and a score will bring us to a single-digit margin, excuse me. As Walters Beast going baseline to Josh. How about him from 15 feet and cans the 2. Help from behind as Frazier almost laid it in. Really looked like a funky play with Walters reaching from behind the driver and actually, like you said, making some contact with the ball. Well, that was almost because Frazier was powering through him. So what initially was a clean play kind of drags into a foul as Ghosthawks need to figure out their import situation. Frazier's got these free throws. Perkins would have to come in for Brooks, but looks like he's meant to come in for Brendan Frazier at the line. One of the best Ghosthawks free throw shooters. There you see tonight, 3 for 3. There's a season, 91%. And that's why Perkins was ready to come in. Josh maneuvering, finding a crease, lofting up a miss as he takes a hard fall. Numbers for the Ghosthawks if they push. Brooks, one-handed push shot, no. Gabby, out to Jerry, still no. Perkins back, Jerry, facing Jerry, and Jerry dives on Jerry. Basketball, Ghosthawks. Only 5 seconds on the clock though as Gumal to Gabby in the corner. He fires before the clock, and he's his own rebound. The Braves getting embarrassed out there with these 50-50 balls in a comedic show. They're doing a good job getting deflections, but they need to get 2 hands on the basketball. He's not happy with the foul call, and I would say that's just a case where the offensive player is making an aggressive move and getting rewarded. Ty Winston will check in for the first time this game. And just like Beast made 2 free throws after the Gabby foul, Gabby does the same. Winston screening for Beast. To Mo, he puts it up for a miss. Brooks with the baseline available, spins over the top and a gentle finish. And don't look now, but it is an 8-point game. Gabby gambles, and now the Ghosthawks need to scramble. The 3, no good. Perkins with the lay-in, thanks to Brooks' little push assist, and here come the Ghosthawks. Making a ton of ground in the last couple of minutes. Braves have been held scoreless on their part since 2:57. Walters over the top, and it's going to be Ghosthawks ball. To an alley-oop. Beast, oh no, Winston gets in the way as Perkins bumps and knocks down the shot. The quarter scoring 31-17 with Aaron. Just coaching from the sideline. Gary back to Mbaye with his feet set, a line drive miss. That ball dancing out cruelly as fortunes have turned. Braves settle into a zone for the last possession. Quick screen as Gumao shook, then scooping, the ball dancing out. Last second shot by Tenyoue hits the backboard and bounces all the way around as the Ghosthawks, with a fiery end to the third quarter, have made it a 4-point ball game headed into the 4th and final frame of this one here from the last home game of the regular season in Heping Gymnasium.
又是跟哪一位勇士一起互动？来喽，跟着我们台湾大哥大的 AI 滤镜，哈哈哈！跟着杰哥的动感光波，比出一样的动作，非常好。展现你的笑容，小朋友一起来，笑容秀出来，谢谢，不要害羞。来，我们杰哥的粉丝一起同框，很好。来，2位举着杰哥的毛巾，很好，非常好。一起使用我们抿针，一起哈哈哈。好，有了，非常可爱的抿针。好，欢迎 The Bingo 卡洛琳，诠释的非常好。Tiffany， 被拍到的朋友记得跟杰哥比出一样的动作。来喽，这位朋友，双手跟着杰哥一起比出来。好，栗子跟杰米，小朋友很好。来，这位朋友非常好，跟着杰哥一起比出动感光波，柠檬。
Plus 地球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 形容英文吧教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏连接一起学习。So what went on in the third quarter with the Braves 6 of 21 shooting and 5 turnovers overall, but crucially a 10-0 run as Brendan Walters with a crafty putback gets us started here in the 4th. Meanwhile, on the Ghosthawks side, Brooks, Perkins, 8 points apiece. Jimmy, Gabby, and Frazier, 5 points apiece, excuse me. Spreading the scoring around. That's what's needed in a big comeback effort. Perkins overshoots it. So a 2-point putback, and now another chance to score. Beast has got a switch, delivering a pass as a whistle comes. Jeffrey Whitty going to his right cheek. Let's see what happens on the replay. In particular, the right cheek. I guess not. Tons of university fellow alums. Here's KJ. He quickly shoots. Download Perkins. Squares around as Gabby will shoot it from 15 feet. Butter. So back to a 4-point game. There you see Gabby, 7 points, 4 rebounds. His agility could pay off. He's right now chiefly guarding Beast, but is very good help side shot blocker. Beast gets by 1, delivers it back, runs past back doors, up to Whitty, and he crashes the miss. And a little unlucky there is hit the underside of the backboard. Jeff Whitty earns himself a technical foul. Not necessarily a great time for it, as Gabby's made free throw brings the margin to 3. Part of it is also, seems like Jeffrey Whitty was the benefactor of a foul against him earlier in the quarter. Now, not that they completely cancel, but sometimes you got to pick your moments. Something's wrong with his hand that the Brave staff is addressing. Jerry from the right corner knocks it down. His first 3 of the game, and it was a big one. We are tied up at 77. Like going back for it, and unfortunately a turnover for the Braves. The Ghosthawks here in the 4th quarter, a chance to take the lead. You see the Braves back line collapse and giving that Ghosthawks rookie shooter a chance. You see they're working on Whitty's ring finger, as flying in is Nick Perkins, as the Ghosthawks have surged ahead. They're trying to counter Mbaye down low, and hit by Gabby. 8-2 is a scoring here in the 4th. Here you see Gumao drop it off. Took advantage of every millisecond of airtime he had. Mbaye reaching double digits with this trip to the line. Ghosthawks spread the Braves out wide. 1-4-5 ball screen as Gabby pump fake, looking for an outlet. Brooks catching fire. No luck, but Long rebound as Walters collects on the back line. Wide open, and KJ flings it and rattles it in. That puts the Braves back ahead. They're looking for Perkins as Gabby shoots the three. Eight and a half minutes to go here. This is the rescheduled game, originally slated for Saturday, but boy, am I happy it's on this home finale, the last game. KJ running layup, left out, and the ricochet. They save for the Braves. The Ghosthawks can elect a challenge. There were several touches before it fell out of bounds. Corner looking for a little bit of help from the players, or he's looking to start a conversation. Ghosthawks pressure man defense. Walters turns for the screen on the switch. KJ deflected. They say it will stay with the Braves, but on the baseline, 2.9 on the shot clock. KJ with the team leading 17 points, but Josh is stuffed. 1.9 come off the shot clock. That is the 5th block shot by the Ghosthawks, who overall in the season, actually not that high of a shot blocking team. KJ too late on that putback. Frazier will check back in along with Jimmy, and the Braves will counter with bringing Whitey back in. Screen into handoff and a flare for Jimmy. Walters quickly checks back with his man. Frazier, he got a catch and shoot and downs it. Tied up once again at 82. We had a pretty incredible 12 ties in the Saturday game between the Pilots and Braves. Just so happened, kept on evening each other out. Walters a couple bumps, the fadeaway. It's going to be a scramble rebound, and that Perkins wins. Takes a bump by KJ, and no whistle. KJ getting it back and airballs it. And still out of bounds, not establishing was Frazier, as pretty wild play out there. Hopefully our attendants take care of the wet floor. See, Gumal last touched it, but Frazier, oh no, excuse me, Brennan Walters did not put those puppies back in bounds. Double show against Brendan Frazier. Perkins pop free, and there'll be numbers for the Braves. Josh hooked, and off to earn it from the free throw line.
He has to have the ball in 2 hands. He has
That'd be a good rule book check by the Ghosthawks. Not contending it wasn't a foul, but saying whether the nature of Josh's move warrants free throws. That is very technical. Makes me need to have the urge to open up that FIBA rule book. It's Dokoyu now with his 6th point of the game. Elta 1 of 7 from the floor, but he does have 7 assists and 5 steals. That's the stat to put up, guys. Braves have a 2-point lead once again. Frazier and Goumal in together as a poke from behind. Sets up a baseline out of bounds for the Ghosthawks. Little love tap with our baseline camera. Nobody checking Shizono. He throws it down with 2. The mental lapse by the Braves, and Jimmy is showing off his hops. Look what you said goodbye to, Braves. Wahid Timbaye taking on a defender and forced into a miss as the Ghosthawks all over the referee. They want the referees to review. Funny enough, they have to use the square box, which is the coach's challenge, whereas a referee self-initiated look is with a circled fingers. There was a funny situation where the refs were trying to get the attention, or the Ghosthawks were trying to get the attention of the referees on the far side, whereas Xiaohan was the referee on the near side.
Second time. I will be right again. Why don't you look?
Understandably, the Ghosthawks want to exercise their reviews if they want to. The tricky thing was the referees were in conversation about looking at the play on their own because they were unsure. That would save the team their own challenge. KJ and Goumal involved in the play since no foul was called. It looks like KJ was the last one with that left hand, or maybe the right hand. And of course, Gabby has got to stay away from the basketball. You are out of bounds, as it looks like actually the right hand of KJ was the last thing. Now, it is a referee-initiated review.
So second time. Please. I have no more challenge now. I cannot help you anymore. Okay, thank you.
Chen is back in, starting Goumal. Frazier trying to get away from Josh. Wiki on the help. He's Perkins with a taking shot and a charge call right at the elbow area. Definitely a play right on the knife edge. Typically, the referees would swallow the whistle on such contact. Often not what the desired officiating is. Dokoyu quickly counters with the three-pointer, putting that play behind them. Seems like we have delay of game warning. Going to look at a simple driving kick. Too much help by the Ghosthawks. Left a man open. These are coming down the wire. Still a winnable ball game as Baisa, haven't said his name in a while. He's back on the floor on the weak side. Frazier trapped. Offering a pass, it's going to get to the backcourt. And another turnover. That's back-to-back for the Ghosthawks. KJ from the corner. Out to Jerry. 2 seconds left. Out to Josh. He didn't get it off in time. You're a young ball player. Got to have the awareness as when there's a backcourt violation, only 14 seconds are on the clock. So Shizono, give him credit for a good contest. Forced Zokoi to put that one away for a beat too much. Now, how about his three? That was contested well by Wookie and a crash rebound. Now, rebounds are loose ball fouls, so that would result in Baye taking 2 free throws. It is not an offensive foul. Baye adding to his scoring total on the night. "12 points, 3 boards. The Braves, as a squad, 21 turnovers. Opposed to the Ghosthawks, 14. 2-possession lead. They're in the driver's seat. Frazier on the catch and shoot. So close. As Gumal stays in bounds, flips it, but to the Braves. Have a 5-on-3. KJ out wide. A quick shot. No. That was way off. How about Frazier hooking it in? Putting it through, and Gumal Weijia with 9 assists. He recorded his first double-digit, single plus league double-digit assist game in Frazier's absence as a foul on the baseline. And a look. Zokoi and Baisa actually probably matched up just a couple of times in their collegiate days. On the game, the Braves have scored 19 points from the line as Josh rims that one out. Ghosthawks, besides Frazier's fast break layup, have not been able to convert on these opportunities. How about Jimmy? His three way over everything. A long loose ball. Jerry, dangerous flip. And beating the shot clock. Perkins is fouled and takes another tumble, but he pops right up. That's good resilience shown by the Michigan native. According to the box score of the game, which you can follow pleagueofficial.com/game/637. Perkins has played now north of 34 minutes. Jerry gambles out a steal, leaving Gumao. Trying to dump it off to Jimmy. Braves recover. Still 5 seconds on the shot clock. Perkins, catch and shoot. Over to Jimmy. How about over to Frazier from the other wing? Braves will come away with it. A pass. Josh corrals it. And look out. Whitty and Baisa ended up colliding in transition. Thankfully, no hard collision and no hard fall. We saw previously Walters and Perkins kind of get tangled up. And thankfully, the contact not too bad. Baisa with his 5th personal. And one of those unlucky fouls where you're not turned square to the offensive player, and even if you might maintain your footing, the benefit of the doubt always goes to the offensive player. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for the Braves, all coming at the line. Frazier playing Josh physically. So Gumao flips it up and in. A money bounce and back to a 4-point game. Timeout called on the floor. Here you see Roger starting to step in a lot more as the Braves in a pitched battle against the Ghosthawks. We'll get back to the action in the closing moments here in this matchup.
End of timeout.
The Pilots will have their last regular season homestand. Also, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. 3 games in 4 nights. Ghosthawks, Braves, and Steelers in that order. Before we went to break, Gumao Weijia with the lay-in. 3 bounces, all the same. Not have a impressive offensive output in the scoring department, but a game-high 9 assists to his name, including some beautiful dimes. Braves tried out the same personnel as do the Ghosthawks. Josh on the block with Frazier on him. They start some split action. Now mid-screen by Whitty. Josh open, puts it up for a miss. Gumao down to Jimmy, across to Perkins, fakes one out and banks it home. Don't turn away yet. Mbaye down low, and look out, a foul, and he gets the basket. Extra credit coming up. Definitely saw a lot of Ghosthawks not matched up. And if it's on Baisa, that is his 6. He is out of the ball game. Coach Corner will have to find somebody else at the 2 guard. And there you see, he was actually coming to help, and unfortunately for him, ended up underneath Mbaye. We're in the last 2 minutes. Player timeouts are available if anybody gets in any trouble or has to run to the bathroom. It's a 4-point game after Mbaye converts at the free throw line. Perkins needs a fresh dribble back. Down to Perkins, his shot stopped. Some cross matchups as KJ quickly goes up and good. A bingo from up close puts the Braves up by 6. Frazier out to Perkins. He needs a 3 desperately. Still a 2-possession game. Ghosthawks need a first string together stops. Josh will call for a double screen. 2 shooters on the strong side. And unfortunately, a foul on the hit. Taipei took it to the noggin. Could have been a brilliant payoff, but you see Gumao swipe across Taipei's face, so no getting around that one. Taipei on the game, his first time to the line. A 65% free throw percentage coming into tonight. In and out. 3-possession game. Frazier works to the elbow, gets a whistle, and no basket. KJ for the Braves, that's his 4th personal. The time left on the game, not all that concerned about personal fouls as 5 Ghosthawks have a quick huddle. Sounds like the Ghosthawks need to play the clock. Frazier, Brooks, Perkins, Jugadimic, all spent time in Europe and all scouted well by Coach Kerner. 2 free throws puts us at a 2-possession game with 45 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. Right now, a crucial refocus time for both teams. For the Braves, you don't want to get trapped in a bad position. As you can hear,
PLG go offense.
Beast will be called.
Hey, elbow.
If the Ghosthawks stay with the same personnel, presumably that'll draw Gabby.
4, 5， 右可以动。4, 5, go。哎，后门不要传。Go and come back， 在这边准备回头。Move, go. Jeff here. Alright. He will pass either one. And DHO. And Jeff go middle right here. Alright. 杰哥驾驶，旁边的记得回来。Move. Keep going. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Alright. If they will trap， 小心包夹。 小心包夹，两个都回来，可以了。来 ，Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right.
So that's what you're afforded with a pretty big lead in the second half. You can save that timeout until moments like these where you kind of need a refresher for the guys about inbounds plays, how to counter traps. And it sounds like somebody messed up. Witty quick handoff to Taipei, and Xie Zonglong will take the foul. Only about 2.5 seconds came off the clock. That's always the risk and reward with bringing your big men on these inbounds. They're a big target. It's hard to intercept that kind of pass with their catching radius, but sometimes you gamble that they do catch and you foul right away. As you see offense, defense, or I guess rebounding. Beast might be on the offensive unit, KJ in for defense. Back to a 7-point lead. The last offensive play by the Ghosthawks was Brendan Frazier dribble driving to an opportunity.
This you. First action, as soon as the referee hands it over, you sprint like crazy. And you sprint to this corner. Simultaneously, as soon as he passes that screen, screen him. Alley-oop. So you need to sprint to corner here. Up, fake here. After this screen, don't look at him. Back screen, go. And you set screen for Brendan. And Brendan will get screen from you. Okay? Hey. If this is not open, you pop out. You pop out. No, boom, cut. You shot. Wait, we need a quick shot. And then the same thing. Foul them. First is deny, second is foul. This is clear. Let's execute. Execute on 3. 1, 2, 3, execute. Brendan, got a set good screen. Come with a lot of speed. You can get out.
I do find it interesting how once FIBA changed the rules where coaches can choose which side to inbound a front court possession instead of opposite of the scorer's table and the bench every time. It's quite often that both teams will elect to inbound from the near side. And maybe that's to give the driver an opportunity to dribble right for a possible layup. So big circles, Perkins pops out. Quick fire 3, Mbaye, and they eventually hack Whitty. There's no problem on the catch, but the Braves were matched up all over the place, and I believe Mbaye might get credit for a block shot. That'll be his first of the game, the first Brave to get one besides Jeffrey Whitty. Sinks the first free throw. Now Ghosthawks really need to pull off a miracle after another. There is time. Do your multiples of 3 right now. 8 points, 9 points, 3 possession game. need to make one up about every 12 seconds or so as they elect to take the player timeout. So trick to Coach Corner's squeegee board skills.
Set up like this, smile, you take it in again. Okay, hey. Fake. Go, curl. Second screen here. Boom, elevator. Try to close on them. Screen your own man if they want to switch. You gotta be here. Okay, after this, Nick, after screen. Boom. So we have this up, steer 2 for shot. Again, we need quick shot. All right, we got this. Set the screen first. Set the screen first. First, second elevator. Let's go ahead. Team, 1, 2, 3, team. If they close, if they shut that gap, you can still make it a second screen too, right? But fake first, then post up.
Ghosthawks in the fourth quarter, only 2 of 12 from three-point land. Down low to Jimmy, fake 1, fake 2. A quick 2 falls, and it's the Braves who've elected to call the timeout. So on that layup, it's still a 3-possession game. Definitely a situation where the Braves want to ensure they have good free throw shooters out there. Lin Zijie, 69% coming into tonight.
4 and 5, stay All right.
He personally is 3 of 6. Mbaye 7 of 8. Whitney 6 of 7. Josh 5 of 7 are some of your stronger candidates.
杰哥，哎，报不出来特秀他闹，要回来帮忙。If they try, they will help you. Josh, please will help you. Alright? If they try, okay, defense. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we got show timeout. Show timeout. One more show timeout. Move out. I think guys doing fine.
Not much left, but the Ghosthawks to pull off a sequence of, by my count, 6 miracles. They need 6 stops and score 6 baskets. And 2 of them at least have to be of the 3 variety, as Perkins quick foul on Chen Yowei. If we use our handy dandy search, Chen Yowei calmly makes the first. Pierce out of that one. Chen Yowei on his career is a 67% free throw shooter, and will have his runs both for good form and not so good form. That puts the Braves at 103 points as they continue to play. Make Beast hustle back and forth. Aaron, this is putting more years on the man. Good screen for Bouman as he drives out to Frazier. A decent look that he forgoes. Takes the runner in and out. Gabby stuffed. Taking a wild shot. No contact on the play as the Braves will play keep away. Good hands by Chen Yowei as Frazier's steal attempt is in vain, and with the buzzer, the ball game is over. The Braves had a big lead. Credit to the Ghosthawks for really putting a scare in their opponents in that third quarter. The Braves go 2 wins, 1 loss over this 3-game homestand. jump up to second place in the standings, but they will have 3 games left. The Ghosthawks will have 2 games left themselves to determine who will have home court advantage in that first round of play. On the Ghosthawks side of the ledger, Brendan Frazier led the squad with 24 points, making all his free throws and going 7 of 14 from the field. They were led time-wise by Nick Perkins, 38 minutes played, a double-double of 21 points, 11 rebounds. And Gumal Weijia with another game with 10-plus assists. Tonight, 10 exactly. Over on the winner's side of things, 6 players score in double digits. That is, that by right count, right? 6 straight games they've accomplished such a feat. Kind of going unsaid, but really big credit to Jeff Whitty for a monster 24 rebounds on the night. While the Braves were not the most clinical when it came to protecting the basketball, that sets the Braves' individual game high this season. Only outdone by Jordi Chimaga, who even had a 30 rebound night earlier in the year. Well, as we said, the Ghosthawks did have some success when they're able to blitz the Braves pick and rolls, and they eventually went away with it. Some of their spread offense yielded better results. And most importantly, they were turned around what was a poor free throw shooting game in the first half. Braves only 10 of 17 on the game. They were 30 for 41 free throws for a percentage of 73%, despite being held south of 40% from the field. Lin Zijie is going to be the post-game interview with our Mandarin broadcast crew.
好，杰哥，在今天早上大家听到你要再战1年的消息，其实很多球迷都非常振奋，运用这个时间跟现场的球迷说点话。
其实先不去想吧，我觉得后面还有比赛，然后接下来我们进了季后赛，还会回来这里。我希望大家可以再到现场帮富邦加油，谢谢。
杰哥决定再战1年，你目前的身体状况，还有你的场均得分，其实都是在团队里面名列前茅的。今年赛季的6月份就会满43岁，目前整个状况跟自己的维持，可以跟我们的球迷分享吗？
其实作为职业球员，他就是把自己该做的工作做好，然后自己该的缺失或是怎么样，就是去做很好的修正。然后我觉得就是要去努力吧。对啊，我觉得作为球员没有不努力这个道理。对啊，我觉得就是有付出一定会有回报，然后再去从中去学习，然后也让自己去提升，然后多看嘛，这样子。
杰哥，今天这场比赛战胜了猎鹰之后，你们在排名上面成功反转，回到了 A 段班的行列。同时对上他们也是近期的对战4连胜。这场比赛或者对整个团队的士气的挹注，到底有多么的重要？
我觉得这场对我们来讲非常重要嘛。可是接下来我们还有3场比赛，然后我觉得3场比赛后面还是对我们很重要，因为我们接下来季后赛还是会跟他们碰到。然后觉得今天这场其实我们都做得不错，可能在第3节我上去以后做的就非常不好，开玩笑的。然后好险今天队友然后都把比赛救回来，然后我们把今天很重要的比赛，然后谢谢我的队友，然后谢谢现场的球迷们，谢谢大家。
谢谢林志杰，再给杰哥一个尖叫声。
好，我们先请杰哥留步。
Well, thanks to
我们要
Beast
先
Li
来
Zijie
签摄影
for
机的镜头。
joining our post-game coverage and offering up
待会
his
还有签名
signature.
球送给现场的朋
Add one
友，
more
先
to
别急
the
着离开。
collection of
杰哥
the
杰哥帮我来
Plus
送给我
League
们先签
Season
签名
5
球。
inventory. Li Zijie on the game, 5 points, 2 rebounds, in 15 minutes. Speaking of the third quarter, he was a -11 in 7.5 minutes, but as was the whole squad, as the Ghosthawks made up 14 points in the third to make it exciting. Even took a lead in the fourth quarter. They are not ever a team to be taken lightly. Coming up from the bottom of the standings last year to joining a new league and slated to go up against the Braves. But that and more after we come back from break here from Hoping Gymnasium.
好，先请富邦Angels来到场中集合。好，我们有请富邦Angels来到场中集合。中间帮我留一个位置给粉丝朋友，中间帮我留个位置。好，来第一位朋友来帮我站中间。好。 来，先看相机，先看官方相机，先看相机。好看手机，看他的手，来看你的手机，要看你的手机。好，谢谢。来，第二位朋友来中间。把东西要记得拿哦。先看相机，来看这里，先看这里。 好，看您的手机，看您的手机。好，谢谢。来，应援团，我们一起加入好吗？来，比尔、谢哥，我们一起加入。来，应援团，谢哥，我们一起加入。好，看中间相机。 好，接着我们让 Angels 单独拍一张。
Li Zijie and the Taipei Fubon Braves emerge victorious with the 25-26 season to look forward to another basketball journey of the Taiwanese basketball GOAT. The Ghosthawks come in and make it a close game toward the end, but the Braves prevail. The biggest difference in the game compared to the previous matchups they've had here is the Braves 5 more three-pointers made than the Ghosthawks, who really didn't seem to have good chemistry with either rim when it really mattered. The Ghosthawks do dime up the Braves for more assists and a better assist-to-turnover ratio, which is a little bit surprising. And it kind of played out because when the Ghosthawks had some one-on-one opportunities, the Braves were there to wall them off. And as we expected in a crucial matchup for regular season then playoff standings, the two teams fought really hard. The Braves, on their part, win a second game in 3 nights. Their third game in 4, never an easy stretch. They finished this homestand of 5 straight home games 4-1. The Ghosthawks have had the second place standings since week 9 of the Plus League season. We are now concluding week 22. And then week 23, the Taoyuan Pilots will host the Ghosthawks and then the Braves Saturday and Sunday. both at 5 p.m. We sure hope that you tune into the action. On behalf of Julian Lin Zilong and Tai Jingjing, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching this broadcast. As always, we'll see you in the next one.